So good of you to join me. Well, it was mandatory, but I suppose it's the thought that counts. So are you looking forward to our little tart buffet we have here? Lovely. Now, I know that you and I have met on, well, at least 2 other occasions in the past, and you attended my Valentine's gala last year, correct? Yes, I thought so. Well, I thought it might be nice to, I'll meet with you on a one-on-one basis this afternoon. The parties can get so tedious and busy, and I wanted to take the opportunity to show you some of my favorite tarts personally. Is that all right? You don't really have any choice in the matter, but I like to give the impression that you do. Now, please be forewarned. I know that you commoners don't have the most discerning of palates, so there will probably be some flavors throughout these tarts that, well, your tongue can't quite comprehend. But I'll help guide you through the process the best I can. I can't take too much time on it, though. After all, I am a queen and I do have matters to attend to, but, well, I figure that this is my good deed for the year, my bit of charity, enlightening you on matters of tarts and pastries, things like that. You know, sort of a culinary adventure of sorts. So I think we should get started. I am quite nibblish. Let's see here. Well, this first one is one of my personal favorites. It's the traditional raspberry tart. Only I have the trained chefs here. I use the word trained very lightly, however, because I have gone through 25 of them in the past year. They all managed to, well, lose their heads in the end. And I mean that quite literally. The pressure has become too much, and, well, there was one last year, I remember. She, well, if I'm not mistaken, she failed to include a dash of cinnamon in the banana tart that I'll be showing you very soon, and, well, of course I noticed. I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, and I have the unique ability to detect every seasoning in a dish, particularly a baked treat. So I noticed right away, and I summarily dismissed her. I say dismissed, but we both know what I mean. And then there was the other chef who, well, I think she only used 2 frog legs instead of 3 in the ribbit tart that I so love. Well, we can't have that now, can we? We need to get our fair share of frog's legs. Anyway, I digress. This raspberry tart is, as I said, a traditional tart with just a dash of vanilla. And I have the chefs add jasmine and just a touch of rose petals. I feel it gives it a floral quality that is, well, indescribable. Yes, please, have a little taste of it. Tell me what you think. It is lovely, isn't it? Quite delicate on the tongue. Even untrained tongues, it is yours. Oh yes, I didn't think your taste buds would pick up all of the flavors. But it's all right, it's not your fault. No, you won't be able to taste the moss I have in there either, now will you? No, it gives it a bit of an earthy, more complex flavor profile, I think. Then there's this tart here. This is the banana one I was telling you about, and it has a lovely mixture of nuts in there as well, some pecans, some walnuts, almonds, hazelnuts too. Yes, and of course the cinnamon, and pure vanilla. Yes, I won't have any extract around my kitchen. And what else is in that one? Well, a bit of peel. I always like a bit of banana peel, just to give it that authentic flavour. And, oh, of course, a touch of escargot. You cannot have a banana tart without snail. No, 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 no. And this one. This is my chocolate parfait tart. This one has 3 different types of chocolate in it. Dark chocolate being one of my most favorite. And, what else? Chocolate sprinkles, of course. Pure cream. And just a touch of honey, I do believe. Also, just a pinch of pepper and salt to balance things out. You can't have it too sweet now, can you? And, oh, please do take a drink too in between your nibbles. I have some apple cider here, and of course some sparkling champagne. It is Valentine's Day after all, we have to celebrate. And of course I have hot chocolate and some lovely chamomile tea. I feel that chamomile tea is the only thing that helps me retain my composure sometimes and gives me that even-keeled temper I'm so notorious for. Please help yourself, drink as much as you like, but don't go overboard, of course. I do have other guests that need refreshments when they arrive for the gala. All right. Let's see. Another tart you might like. Well, this is one of my favorite pastries. Not quite a tart. It's a peach cobbler. And I always serve these at my annual galas just because they're so refreshing and fruity. In my cobbler, I put a light syrup. Well, I mean my chefs, put a light syrup and a touch of nutmeg and cinnamon and vanilla. And what else? I'm trying to remember the secret ingredient. Oh, of course, just a tidbit of arsenic. Depending upon the crowd, of course. Oh, no, not enough to do anything drastic. Just for a bit of flavour and show them who's boss. Yeah, they need gentle reminders every now and again, don't they? And what else? Oh, there's my apple crumble. It's a bit more of a cake, I'd say. It's just lovely. I have them put raisins and pecans in mine. It makes a world of difference. And sometimes I'll have them use a bit of maple syrup in it as well. Yes, that does the trick. And it's a kick of sweetness to it that I think is, well, simply sublime. Let me think. Oh, then there's, of course, the donuts that I have flown in specifically from a local bakery. I don't have them produced locally here, just for the simple fact that I don't want any deep frying grease in my home. They are the apple fritters and the chocolate bars, the typical glazed donut, and then, of course, the cake donut with sprinkles, which is one of my personal favorites. I just simply adore those little sprinkles, don't you? So cute and vibrant. You know what, dear? I just noticed your head is rather small. Yes. Well, usually I like to find companions who have more bulbous heads, but yours is quite petite. We'll have to do something about that, won't we? Maybe get you a large hat, or maybe a big wig to kind of bulk it up there. Yes, I think that might do. Either that, or we can shrink your ears to make your head look bigger. Oh yes, it's a very simple procedure. I have a sorcerer on staff who takes care of all those matters for me. But we'll worry about it later, won't we? Let's see. Well, I'm trying to find the treats that you might have a particular fondness for, the more basic, less complex goodies. Well, things like my caviar pastries or my pâté fritters probably won't suit you, but, oh yes, and then again my lobster pie is absolutely divine, but probably go over right over your little head. Oh no, dear, I don't mean any offense by it at all. I think it's all a matter of personal preference. You see, for me, my head is, well, about 3 times the size of an average head, and I think it's owing mostly to my large, beautiful brain, but some people might prefer normal-sized heads such as yours. I don't know, but okay. Oh, no, yeah, I didn't say anything. It's fine. All right. Well, I have some cookies here as well, some little chocolate chip cookies and cinnamon raisin, and these cookies taste a lot like mini apple pies, which I find very comforting. Then the last tart, I'd save the best for last. It's my piece de resistance, if I do say so myself. This is my grand jubilee. It has cherries, walnuts, apricots, peaches, bananas. What other fruits am I missing? Well, apples, of course. You can't have a grand jubilee tart without some Granny Smith apples. And, oh yes, an entire bouquet of red roses. They have to be crimson red, or else the entire tart will be completely off. Tried it once with peach-colored roses, and, well, let's just say that particular chef, well, they're no longer under my employ. But please help yourself, dear, and if you'd like to join me at the gala, you're more than welcome to, but it is really a bunch of diplomats and boring guests that I'm obliged to invite for one reason or another. You're more than welcome to just stay here, too, and nibble on some of these tasty treats. I've had the chefs prepare little personal portions for you so that you won't have to worry about sharing them. Yes. But don't be too stingy, though, after all. It's never a good quality in a person. I'll leave you to it then, and I hope, if I don't see you again this afternoon, that you have what a lovely Valentine's Day. Yes. Oh, me? Well, as you may know, my husband is no longer with us, so, I'll be spending my afternoon with one of my many suitors. Well, there's one I have my eye on. His head is absolutely lovely, so we'll see how that goes. I have had 11 husbands. Let me see. Yes. No, 12. I forgot about Herbert. Sweet, silly Herbert. But anyway, I wouldn't mind adding lucky